Hello world, welcome to World Storian, where we break down important historical events and turn them into digestible bites, and then we tell them dramatically back to you in accurate story form. All images and or audio you hear is either in public domain or owned by respective parties. In partnership with the Historical News Network, we'll recount the fall of the Soviet Union, an important event in history because it involves the fall of a world superpower, affects millions of lives, and impacted Russia's relations with the US and the world. It also provides a great example of communism and one of its purest and most powerful states. Now for historical context. Our story starts in Petrograd, 1917. After a hard battle against a corrupt government, the provisional government lays the groundwork for democracy in Russia. Meanwhile, Soviets are at work. No, not the militaristic world domination kind, not yet. At this time, Soviet simply refers to groups of working class citizens intent on securing rights for themselves that were denied to them under the previous government. These Soviets sprang up across the country and banded together under Bolshevik, the Russian Communist Party. It was led by Vladimir Lenin. Lenin convinced them to fight for socialist revolution within the Soviets and on the streets. To him, democracy wasn't the answer. Equal treatment for all could only be achieved by supreme rule of a single party that mandated equality for the nation's citizens. And what better party to lead the nation than the one he now controlled? The Bolsheviks seized power from the provisional government in November 1917. In December of 1922, while Americans enjoyed the advent of the automobile, the Soviet Union was officially formed. It would become the most powerful established socialist state in history, taking up 1/6 of the world's usable land area. From Lenin to Stalin to Yuri Andropov, Soviet leaders sought absolute power over the Union and alienated or killed anyone who got in their way or questioned them. In fact, after Stalin took over in the late 1920s, he founded the League of Militant Atheists to spread atheism and eliminate all other religions by any means necessary. Shocking actions for a system claiming equality for all, but communism is based on the ideologies of Karl Marx. In poems such as Wild Song, The Fiddler, and others, Marx openly states his hate for God, going so far to say, "Till hearts bewitched, till senses reel, with Satan I have struck my deal." But it didn't stop there. In another poem, he states a promise to lure mankind with me into hell in the company of Satan. Marx was also a member of the occult. This is why communism would be used to drive out faith in gods, but specifically the God of the Christians and the Jews. Thusly, 1/3 of the Soviet population was in constant fear of death. On top of this, every aspect of the economy was controlled by government. You could not start a business, shop for the best deal, or choose where you wanted to work. This was decided for you by the government. Communism effectively kept all people equally underneath the political elite. The economy was failing. Something had to be done. Following the death of communist leader Konstantin Chernenko in 1885, Gorbachev was elected General Secretary. As General Secretary, Gorbachev improved relations with the United States and embarked on an extensive mission of reforming the communist Soviet Union. The political reform he brought was known as glasnost, meaning openness, and perestroika, meaning reconstruction, which began to creak open the doors of the Soviets' closed system. Communist Soviet Union was taking on adaptations of capitalist principles in an effort to survive, but the economy was one of multiple problems. Many nations annexed into the Soviet Union resented the oppression and economic instability they faced. 3 of these nations, known as the Baltic states, fought to gain their independence. The Soviets failed to rein them in 1989, and they would eventually gain independence in 1991. This led to a domino effect to multiple countries abandoning communism. The communist empire was in tatters. The USSR was formally dissolved on Christmas Day 1991 by Boris Yeltsin, freeing many from its tyranny. Russia would rise as the main successor state to the Soviet Union, with Vladimir Putin coming into power after Boris Yeltsin resigned in December 1999. The young politician with plans to restore the nation's economy and successfully navigate it out of the post-Soviet chaos. I hope you enjoyed this history. Please like, share, and subscribe to ensure new content every 2 weeks. And also let me know what your thoughts are concerning the Soviet Union. Any other factors that you feel contributed to the Soviets' fall? Also, if you have any other bit of history you'd like us to research and make a video on, let us know in the comments. And as always, everyone, live like there's no tomorrow, but prepare like you live forever. Thanks for joining us.